You're listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Bucklar, and today my guest joins me from Australia in Sydney. Here's Ian Kinny, and Ian's here to talk about eButton, a product of the company of which he's the founder and CEO, Appos Proprietary Limited. Ian, welcome to Health Professional Radio.
Wayne, thanks very much for having me.
Now, Ian, tell us a little bit about what it is you do and what an eButton is and whereabouts you operate.
All right. Our product's the eButton. The eButton is a mobile personal alert system. It was originally developed for an elderly neighbour who'd undergone a heart valve replacement surgery and who was experiencing fainting spells. The neighbour is socially active, still drives and lives alone. He and his family were looking for an alert that advised friends and family that he needed help and, importantly, gave his location because most days he's not at home. So with the eButton, you don't need to touch your phone just needs to be within Bluetooth range of your eButton, and one simple click of your eButton will alert friends, family, anyone in your support network that you need help.
Now, panic buttons of one kind or another have been around for a long time. Is it the phone that makes this different to the traditional distress button?
We think the major point of difference with our method is exactly that. Our eButton works wherever your mobile phone works. So you can be, these days, pretty much anywhere on the planet. You can let the people that are caring about you know that you need help and also let them know where you are. And in fact, if you're moving, those people will get an update to tell them that your location has changed.
Now, Ian, I'm guessing if you've got a Nokia phone from 1990, it won't have Bluetooth and that won't work. Does this work on all the common smartphones?
The technology is relatively new, so it's available on all of the iPhones from iPhone 4S onwards, and it became available on most Android phones throughout 2013, 2014. When we first launched our Android app in 2014, there were about 20 different models of Android phone that had this technology. Today there's about 4,500 or more, and about 85% of Android phones in circulation are compatible with the eButton.
Now, Ian, you mentioned being within Bluetooth range, and for people who are not technically orientated or who have not tried this, practically what's Bluetooth range?
Well, in the case of the eButton and all of the current smartphones, it's up to about 15 metres. It depends a bit on what's in the environment. So if you've got lots of fridges or something between your phone and your eButton, that will reduce the range, but in relatively clear space, it's up to about 15 metres.
So certainly if it's in your purse or handbag or pocket, it's going to work. Yeah,
that's right. Look, I actually wear my eButton around the neck on a gold chain and just sits discreetly under my shirt or T-shirt, so it's easy to reach and click if I need it. And the phone can be in the pocket. In fact, in my home, where I typically charge my phone, I've got coverage over most of my home.
Right. Now, I guess one of the problems with the radio is people can't see what we're talking about. Can you give us some of the dimensions and just how big this is? I know you say you wear it as a pendant. Is it the sort of thing that'll fit on a key ring as a fob?
Yeah, look, you could put it on a key ring. It's about an oval shape, 60 millimetres by maybe 30 millimetres. Look, to be perfectly honest, I some time back did have the dimensions, about 5 mil thick, weighs 12 grams.
All right. So it's quite small.
It's quite small. The button that you click is quite tactile. You can easily feel that on this, oval shape, so that you don't need to see it to handle the button. It gives a good click when you click it. And yes, it's very wearable. It's very light. It's discreet, concealable. Put it in your pocket. Hang it. I've got some colleagues that like to hang the button from the belt loop on their trousers. I prefer to hang mine around the neck. I just find that more convenient and comfortable.
Now, Ian, is this something you've got to plug in and charge when you charge your phone?
No. So this technology is low-energy Bluetooth. The eButton runs on a coin cell battery, costs a couple of dollars, maybe $3 in a supermarket, lasts for about a year or more. And so every year or so you do need to change the battery, but basically that's a pretty good life, I think.
Yeah, and pleasant to have something electronic that you don't have to charge every 12 or 24 hours.
Yeah, well, of course, you've got to keep your phone up and running, so you've still got to manage your phone, but the eButton, we deliberately set out to find something that was going to be pretty low maintenance.
Now, Ian, what is the intelligence that's in the app that drives this? Because it connects to the phone to an app. What can you do with the app?
Well, the app records a bit of information about you, your first name and your phone number. The app allows you to select contacts from your phone's contact list, so you pull up the people that you want to send an alert to straight from your contact list on your phone. There's a screen that manages the connection to the eButton device. Once you've connected to the eButton, basically you get to forget about it. If you get out of Bluetooth range, the button will beep to let you know that it's been disconnected from the phone. The phone will get a notification. Come back into range, it automatically reconnects. So there's not a lot you need to do. And there's one screen there that if the circumstances do arise and you do click your eButton and you're sending off help requests to your support network, sooner or later someone will come to the rescue and you want to deactivate the button. You want to stop sending help requests. So there's a screen there with a great big button on it that you tap that says stop sending help messages. So it's a pretty simple app. It's a very simple setup. I've got people well into their 80s that have taken to it like a duck to water, had no problems connecting and using their eButton. And primarily, once you connect, you wear your eButton, you keep your phone in your pocket, and there's not much else to do. It's not something that you play with constantly.
It does sound like you thought through a lot of the issues and solved them. And as I might have mentioned in our preamble, most of our audience are health professionals of one kind or another. We get a lot in aged care and a lot in acute care in hospitals. Is there a message you'd like them to get as a result of having heard you on Health Professional Radio today?
Yeah, well, we see this as being particularly useful for people that may be at risk in a health sense, like may potentially suffer a heart attack or faint or things like that and need to rapidly contact someone. So with the eButton, you just need to click the button. You don't have to find the phone, open screens, find contacts or anything. You just click the eButton. It's affordable. At the moment, we've got a special going. There's a one-off cost, $89, and every year your battery replacement. There's no ongoing charges. It's mobile. It works wherever your phone works. So if you're not confined to home, but you've got some sort of medical condition where you may need to use an emergency alert system, this one we think is certainly the most affordable answer on the market. It's easy to use, doesn't require constant recharging. You can have as many help contacts on a list as you like. You can have 3 or you can have 33, it doesn't matter. And the big benefit, of course, is it tells those help contacts where you are and if you're moving. So if you're an active person with a bit of a condition where you may need this type of device, you're probably not going to be at home when disaster strikes. You want to get quickly advise your support network that you want help and you want them to know where you are. And I think that's the take-home message. If
you just joined us, you're listening to Health Professional Radio with Wayne Bucklar. My guest today is Ian Kinny, and we're talking about eButton, a device that connects via your phone to alert others that you're in some kind of distress. Ian, in every industry there are misconceptions. Is there a misconception about the eButton amongst your customers and clients that keeps you awake at night?
Well, we have had a few inquiries, Wayne, from people that think the button will work on its own in the middle of nowhere. So one misconception is that the button has the smarts. The button talks to your phone, the phone has the smarts. So you've got to have the eButton and a compatible smartphone for the system to work. And I suppose the other one which you touched on earlier is, does it work with all phones? Well, as I mentioned, it works with everything on the iPhone since iPhone 4S, and certainly with the great bulk of Android phones on the market today. So if people are interested and they're not sure whether their phone's compatible, they can always come through our website, send us a message through our Contact Us, and we'll investigate the phone for them and confirm whether it'll work or not.
So Ian, you mentioned the website. How do people get hold of you?
People just need to go to www.ebutton.com.au. eButton is all one word, EBUTTON.com.au.
So for more information, head off to that website, www.ebutton.com.au. There are all the links you need there to contact Ian and his team, and they can check out your phone. They can verify whether it'll work or not for you. Ian, it's been a pleasure having you with us this morning on Health Professional Radio. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Wayne.
If you've missed my conversation with Ian Kinny about the eButton this morning, the good news is we have a transcript on our website, and you can also find the links there to an audio archive on YouTube and SoundCloud at the Health Professional website, www.hpr.fm. Thank you for listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Bucklar.